Try and learn how to become friends with yourself if you have not already. Remember the one you used to run around with when you were young and having so much fun. You did not need anybody else a lot of the time. You were enjoying your own company so much. Then you grew up and lost touch with your inner child. The outside world can sometimes force us into growing up too quickly, leaving that playful, innocent child behind. When that innocent child should be alongside you, helping you see the simple things in life. When we can live in such a complicated world, but you don't have to grow all the way up. You can still leave some room for that child you were when you were young. That child can help you let go of all the things that adulthood can bring that gets you down, if even just for a little while, and give you some clarity amongst all the smog that the world has created around us. That inner child can give you a break from yourself, because we all need a break from ourselves, but not many can get it, because they don't believe they can. It might stop some people from always wanting to run away from themselves, when it's a hard thing to try and do. You need to take a trip inside your mind and get to know yourself again. Give yourself a good talking to and be honest with yourself. It's a hard thing to do if you have not talked to yourself in a while. You need to get to know yourself once more and learn how to trust yourself again. Just like you did when you were a child. Take it easy on yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself, only when you need to be. The world around us can keep us from getting to know ourselves, if you let it. Try not to let the outside world make you feel like you're not good enough to be in it. Don't let it persuade you to put yourself up against yourself. It stops you from getting on with yourself. Don't ignore the outside world either. It has a lot to offer us. Just don't let it push you around. You need to work out a good balance that suits you. And it's a hard thing to do, so take one step at a time and give yourself lots of time. Don't let the outside world make you feel like you need to hide your real self from it. Try not to let the outside world creep into your mind and try to take it over. You need to be strong, because it has ways and means of trying to break into your mind and convincing you are out of your mind, and you need to let it move into your mind so it can rewire your mind the way it thinks it's meant to be, getting rid of all the things that make you, you, and exiling the innocent child out of your mind. Don't let the outside world put a wedge in between yourself, because you could end up fighting yourself for the rest of your life and not living your life for yourself, just fighting against yourself. We can be the ones standing in front of ourselves, stopping ourselves from moving forward. But we were convinced that this is our real self, and we need to realize this before we can move forward. We need to ask ourselves to step out of the way so our real self can come out to play. We need to stop being so hard on ourselves and let ourselves go. It's a hard thing to do if you have been taught to be hard on yourself over the years. So you need to be gentle on yourself and give yourself all the space you need. Listen to your inner self and what it has to say, because your inner self knows you better than you think you know yourself.